For my educational video, I am focusing on the aspect of Hitler Youth, digging deeper into its members, activities, and morals. The Holocaust shows how terrifying humanity can really be. How can so many people be filled with so much hate? Without the power of the people behind them, the Nazi Party would never have gotten as far as they did. The people were the ones that supplied the army with money, soldiers, and support. How was the party able to win the hearts of the Germans? Part of the answer lies within the children of Germany. The Nazi Party was able to take its children and feed them their lies and anti-Semitic values. German children were raised to believe they were superior than all other peoples and races. Before Hitler came to power, he started a group teaching Nazi ideas and values to some children in Germany, causing many young adults to start identifying with the Nazi Party. Later, after his rise to power, this group was renamed Hitler Youth, originally a group for boys. Attendance was low since there were many other popular clubs and groups. Hitler then took control of all other groups and declared them under the command of Hitler Youth. From the ages of 10 to 14, boys were in the Jugendwolf. However, boys as young as 6 would unofficially attend meetings and activities. From the ages of 14 to 18, boys were in the actual Hitler Jugend, or Hitler Youth. Boys in Hitler Youth did activities such as regular after-school meetings and weekend camping trips. Boys would play war games, terrain sports, shooting practice, rowing, glider fighting, and other activities teaching them how to fight in battles. When fighting broke out between the boys, Hitler Youth leaders would let the younger boys get beat up by the older, stronger ones in order to toughen them up. After their years in Hitler Youth were over, the boys were required to enlist in German forces to put to use the skills they had been taught. Here is H. Henry Sinison, who will tell you of his experiences with Hitler Youth as a young Jewish boy.
Non-Jewish students. They stopped playing with us around that time. As time went by, contacts ceased. We did not try to play with them because we knew that we were not wanted. When I say we, I mean, for instance, my brother and I, who were close in age, and other Jewish friends. And we made Jewish friends through school, and we would play with them. At that time also, the Hitler Youth movement became very popular, and all our former friends belonged to the Hitler Youth. And as time went by, they knew where the Jewish schools were, and they would wait for us to come out of school in the afternoon and beat us up. They would, what you call today, mug us. In other words, they would look for our pocket money and take it, and things of that sort. I remember, to give you an instance, this was later on, around 1937-38. I was studying for my bar mitzvah, and I had to go to the home of our cantor that was going to teach me how to do what I had to do. And there were some kids, my age, not much older, who knew that a cantor lived there, because the cantor was very proud, and he had his name on a brass plate with the title cantor underneath. And these Hitler Youth children knew that Jewish boys would come there regularly, one every hour during the afternoon, and they were waiting for us. And they would beat us up. And if you denied that you were Jewish or tried to, they would go through your pockets. And if you were carrying a kippah or anything like that, they would really become quite cruel, as children can be, both physically and abuse and verbally. So it was a gradual thing which degenerated from just ignoring us to actually becoming physical and making life a little tough.
There was also a version of Hitler Youth for German girls, the Bund Deutscher Mädel, also known as BDM, or League of German Girls. The BDM was associated with Hitler Youth, was a separate organization. The BDM did many of the same things as Hitler Youth. Camping trips, hiking, and sports were popular activities. However, BDM was more geared toward teaching girls how to be mothers and wives. Girls were not expected to take roles in the military after BDM, unlike boys in Hitler Youth. Girls between the ages of 10 and 14 years old were members of the Young Girls League, and girls between the ages of 14 and 18 were members of the League of German Girls. For From 1933 to 1945, Hitler Youth had acquired over 6 million members. Each child was given a new, harsher way of living and seeing the world around them. After the war, both boys and girls were so dedicated to the Nazi cause that they started guerrilla groups known as werewolves. During the following year, Allied occupation authorities required young Germans to undergo a denazification process and training in democracy designed to counter the effects of 12 years of the Nazi propaganda on the young adults' minds.